programming stream, I guess, is the best way to phrase it. Indeed E. Oh, I have been doing a good bit of work in the background for this. I've gotten a lot of stuff prepped in terms of design I now need to implement, as can be seen with this little list here of things. So I'm going to be going through the process of trying to figure out the best way to implement some of these things while making dev art. You're going to have to facilitate the fact that we're not going to be seeing some actual proper art for this today. I'll try and whip up something between now and release, but don't keep your expectations high, because at this point in time I still need to finish this weapon here, and then it's all of these weapons need to be made, and it takes me like a fair few hours to make a simple weapon. So, and some of these might not be simple to make. I'd like to say that they're simple to make. I tried to pick ones that would be simple to make, but just finished a duel because my opponent got stronger the more life points we had difference, so I just cut mine to equal and one-shot them. That's always a good one. Is that is it ogre or something like that deck, I want to say? I think I've seen that one. Is it ogre or oni or something like that? That was a bug monster. Oh, okay. Bursted them all. Ah, alright then, alright. Because I feel like I saw a deck that's like that. That was something to do with like ogres or oni or something like that, and it was all like you sacrifice health to do stuff, and then you just fucking do all that sort of stuff. Shaman deck has enough spells to reduce my LP. Yeah. I mean, that's always the important thing, right? I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is very much of like opportunity cost and actual cost for its cards nowadays. Like, that was always what I saw with Yu-Gi-Oh cards in general. Okay. So I'm gonna make some quick dev art for the hands, the hand reveal. Now again, reminder, do not expect anything really nice, because that will be your first mistake. Because we're going to be doing it inside of Game Maker as well. Okay, I'm going to have to rotate it later. That's just going to be easier. Alright, put it as a deck to make every time I use a card hurt you. It's oddly effective. I would assume that sort of deck would actually be quite good, right? Whoops. Alright, and then we'll just add like a bit of a... Yeah. That looks like a glove, right? I think that looks like a glove. A very shitty one, mind you, but... it's not exactly supposed to be good. Okay, now how is it? There's a way to just rotate, right? I feel like there's a way to just rotate this without much issue. Same, not much issue. I'm gonna have to do this with my mouse because there's no way. Holy shit, this is jank at best of times. There we go. Okay, so now it does that. It's not quite what I wanted. There. I'll lurk as always. Love your work. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoy it. So now that we've got the hand sprite, let's make the hand object. And we parent it with the player weapon. Alright. So for now, at least it's a basic thing. I think. Now, where is this one? Have it. Wanna grab that and put that in there? Okay. Then got this to go. All right, so trigger will be none. Oop. Okay, that's the basics of it done so far. Duration isn't going to be necessary, amount is. By one, we'll go with go with one for base number. So you might be sitting there going, what the hell is this weapon? I'm gonna be short with you. You're not gonna be able to figure it out fully until I actually make the weapons function, and it will just be easier to make the function and explain it then. Especially with like kind of time constraints at this point, I'll be honest. I don't think I'm going to do much else other than these things for now. So let's start making the function. I really should put in more effort to make like a framed, like a copy pastable weapon function stuff, so it would just be easier for a lot of things. Okay, so I remember to do like what I've done in the past, like this. So it means it's less rewriting. I've done it with a couple of the other project stuff in here, but I mean, like, that's what I did with level up here. Okay, this one shouldn't be too obscene unless I want to do some really weird, wacky stuff. So ironically enough, I'm actually going to be stealing a lot from here. Now, you might go, why am I stealing so much from specifically my anonymous feather? Well, that's because theoretically, in terms of design-wise, there's actually a lot of similarities here, and this is why, like, I'm going to be starting to do some of this sort of stuff with these things in the future. Like, there's a lot of these that I plan on just making a bit better for the fact that I will be able to just copy and paste a lot of key information. Now, yeah, I do destroy it. So what this bit of code does as explanation for the stuff. So this is what the feathers do. It checks if something's within a certain space before it will list it, and what it will do is it will create a list of those IDs that are in that area. Now, trying to think of the best way to quite accomplish, because I'm not going to quite do the exact same as this, but I do want to kind of I kind of want to do something similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nick all of this again. I guess, again, this is the benefit I have of, like, all of this does the same as what has been done previously. Okay, so now what I want to do is try and make it so it's random within that field a little bit more than nth nearest. So I want to look up okay, so it is just making an array, right? Is that what's happening? I need to understand DS lists better still. Hello. Okay, so and then I need to look at grind is real, huh? It really is. It is, we're definitely having the struggle at the moment with some of this. Okay, search. We want to search collision rectangle list. Because I want to understand what that outputs as. The number of instances / tile maps found in the collision. So it is just finding how many enemies are in that space. So it's not holding the IDs. Good, okay. That makes things a lot easier. So how many enemies are within the zone? And then... So I will make a var here. Okay, so then... How do I want to best do this? I might make an inline function. No, that's not gonna work. So this part here would need to be removed because I don't need the direction. I just need the location of the enemy. Ironically, I need this here. And then, oh. could do an inline if function. I don't like the idea of it, but I could do an inline if function. So it's, I believe it's this. No, it's what is it again? Oh god damn it! I need to pull up commands. Just a sec. Is it array find index? The game maker manual's not been working correctly recently. It's really annoying. Okay. Array find index equals -1. That means it's not in there. So if that, then, so it's A, if A, B, otherwise C. That's how it is, right? So if that's the case, okay, first of all, I actually need to set what array it's from, which is already targeted. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm doing very complexy, shitty stuff right now, so my brain is very stressed. I don't know if I'm actually able to do this inline if function here. It'll depend if it's fine once I've finished it. I think it's because does continue work in this the way it does in C++. Continue. It'll end the current iteration and jump back to the beginning. Okay, so that does make some of this a bit easier. So I'm just going to do this, then we're going to take this, put this into a temporary variable. Okay. So if it does that, array push already targeted, ran in zone, else I minus minus, and then continue. Now, the smart thing to do here would actually have a loop safe net. So what I mean by that is sometimes the algorithm's gonna just shart itself. So having a safety net here would be the smart thing to do. So let's actually implement that before I go too far. So I need to make a variable outside of this. We'll say getting a thing with every character in holocure. I really should start doing that more. Like, I've only got, is it 2 or 3 now done that way? So I really need to step up my game. Makes me very disappointed in myself with how much I've played that game as well. It's because I'm also focusing so much on the Hollow House as well at the moment. Like, I'm just getting everything maxed out with there, which is kind of not the smart thing to do in some regards. It means I'm focusing more on grinding money than I am on making sure I'm playing the correct characters to level them up. But it's also like, I don't feel like I can do that until I've guaranteed got everything else done. Maybe I should think about it the other way around, and I can't do the money grind until I've maxed out every character. That'd probably be better. We'll say 10 times. If this has to go over 10 times, exit. Didn't touch Hollow House yet. See, I think that would have been my smart thing in some regards, but also, like, I wanted to I wanted to interact with the shiny new thing. I will not deny that in the slightest. Oh. I see where that error was. Yes, I need one more bracket. That one. Yeah, there we go. And this is where we can do the weapon finally. Oh, God. So I need to remove this continue because that will break the code. Random rolls. So, if I am understanding this correctly, how this weapon should work is... how to best describe it? Oh, one of the cats wants in the office. Sorry, give me a sec. I'll let the cat in and then I'll explain this weapon. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, come on, buddy. You can sit on my lap for now. As long as you don't get in my way too much. Alright, so how this weapon is going to theoretically work. What it's going to do is it's going to create a temp DS list. It's going to use said list to basically list out how many things collide with this net, you could say, and then it's going to delete the list. Now I'm pretty sure I could do this a very different way and make it cleaner, but this will work for now. Then what it does is it checks if the enemies exist, if it exists and in zone is not 0, so there is an enemy inside of this zone. Then what it will do is it will create these two variables for safety nets. Then it will go through and loop for how many times there is a enemy inside of the zone. It'll cancel out if it's paused, and it will basically fizzle the weapon a little bit, which there's an argument to be made that like I could turn this into a continue, not an exit, but there's also the wariness of if this is continue looping constantly in the background, there's other issues that could potentially occur. Most of those issues I'm pretty sure I've accommodated for, but we'll leave that for now anyway. Actually, you know what? No. We are going to do that. Because the main issue that I thought of, I have solved here. Alright, so, this checks if this is fired too many times in a row, or too many times in general. I'm going to actually make this set error check to 0. Now that I think on this. So it means that it fires too many times in a row, like I just was saying. So then what it does is it checks if they're if I is greater than the amount, it'll quit out because it's just no point. It's going to fail to keep firing. So then we randomize within the zone. If the randomization target, the number, is not already in here, in the list of already targeting, it'll push it into the array of targeting, and then it'll clear out the error check. Otherwise, it'll decrement the loop, so it will start again. It will minus this, so it will go back to as if this rotation hadn't happened. It will add to the error check, and then it will continue bringing it back to this for loop here. So it's basically as if that entire attempt didn't happen. That's the point of that. Then I'm going to add into here the random zone for the target. All right, cats are now sitting together. Cool. All right, and then that is used to target the weapon at the at where that enemy is located. I know that was probably not the best like description of everything, and I do apologize for that. But in a sense also, this is a weapon that when you see it, you'll probably understand it better than I can describe it. I'm also tempted to make, I don't know if I'll make it today, we might make it today, a dev menu for leveling up things better than what I currently have. Just beat someone with an identical deck. That's always satisfying because you just feel like you're just so much better than them. I love that moment. I'd say I'm more of a visual learner. Yeah, like, I mean, it's, in a sense, so am I. But yeah, like I'll definitely, it would be better to show it's not being better. I'm better. I'm just better. God, I love Anthony. He's good to see a series with 2 Kiwis in it. More of a fuck around and find out, true. Alright, so now I need to remind myself. So it is I don't know why I have the weapon name being sent over. Okay, we'll grab this. Oh. And I'm going to move this to the top. Damage hold is invariable. One, because we both destroyed cards left and right, and I got the one that let you resummon. They got, oh god. Destroy, yeah. Gotta love that mess of stuff like that. There is something I do need to do with this. and that is best to steal from the enemies. Not sprites. What am I doing? Objects. It's in the controller. Enemy handling. Yeah. So if it is to my left, which means that my X will be greater. And I only need to check basic stuff because it's only going to be on the spawn of it. Okay. Now you get to use your Dragon Maid deck, which usually sucks. Fair enough, fair enough. I gotta say, that's the reason why I do love Hearthstone, for example. It's just like the sheer chaos of the games. Also, yo, what's this? It's a game being made. That is indeed what it is. Hopefully. So now I need to actually push this into the array. Yoink. And hand reveal. There we go. So let's choose a character to be a guinea pig for this weapon, shall we? How long have I been making this specific game for? Since February. In fact, can't I see that? Okay, this says April. That's not right. I definitely started this back in February. Oh, I guess technically I didn't start this exact project in February. I started a couple of other mini projects to get all of this stuff prepped for this. I guess it's probably, so yeah, maybe it is about April. But yeah, no, there you go. You got like a bit more of an exact thing there with when it was done. And how it's almost been 27 days inside of the project working, excluding any time spent on other projects to test out the information or anything like that. I still don't think April's right. I'm sure I started this exact project before April. But I have been designing this game since February, if that makes it clearer, maybe. Kind of want to use someone that's actually got a sprint animation, I'll be honest, because I have had enough of seeing gliding. We can use Iron Mouse for now. Okay, so Kaysen's weapon was the last, so 7. We need 7. Making sure to read everything as it goes, so nothing's an error. Cool. Alright. Why is the camera having a problem with that? The gliding is amazing. Ah. I always get bugged by it. Alright, 656. If array index. Camera create doesn't take. What? What are you on about? Okay, so I'm going to abort the game. And I'm going to do this in debug. So I want to see where the error point actually is. I'm so confused by this. What? At what point am I calling camera create view? What? So this is failing on the first trigger of it. So this is a very confusing error, I have to say. Okay. Okay. Hmm. That is so fucking confusing, by the way. I wonder. I need to stop doing it in normal mode. I need to do it in debug mode at this point. So I know... Yeah. Oh, this is a good start to the morning. A weapon I thought was going to be simple, fucking being complex. Who would have guessed? See, it fucking alternates. It's either camera destroy or camera... It's nothing to do with the camera. Why is this triggering something to do with the camera? I feel like I need to ignore this error. Like, this error doesn't actually mean anything. No, it's the second rotation of it, alright? Did I put a fucking randomizer? I'm actually so confused with this error. I've created event for object camera. Why is the camera all of a sudden having these issues when it's not actually pointing at the camera? There's nothing there that it should be erroring with. And let's just check for just insurance sake. Is this only on this character that this error is occurring? Because it is only occurring when the trigger happens, but you have a weapon that has the nth variable systems. Works there. Huh. So it's not like in the randomization. Like, I get that. I'm guessing no one else has got any good ideas to what that error actually is. Because again, so array find index should return the first element found, or -1 if nothing was found. I should be testing for only if it's not found. But I think that's not working. So let's have a little look at array. Okay, that's weird. The manual had a bit of a problem there. Let's have a little look at array functions. Don't know how to code with C++ and Game Maker? Yeah, that's fair enough. We go with array contains. because that's a Boolean return. So that'll be a little bit easier to work with. Ah! It was the issue. Is it fixed? It pretty much is. There's only one thing I need to add. What was the problem? So I was using array find index, which is it was basically trying to find the absolute value if it, of the element that it was in, if it was in the thing, and I was just trying to do that against -1 because -1 would tell me if it's in there or not. What seems to have been happening is that was failing. So I changed it to array contains, which just checks if the that value is contained within the array, and it will return a true false, and that seems to have fixed it. So I may have been using a more complex function than I needed to, basically, is the short of it. Which is something that I think we all have done once or twice in our time, is use a much more complex thing than is absolutely necessary. Alright, then I just need to make the destroy itself event. Callbacks, we're just gonna make an inline. And if I'm doing an inline, I have to do this. Cool. So now, after 1 second, the hand will land. The hands will land. 1 second later, they will disappear. What do we think? They're not good weapons at this stage. I see them being very weak, but they're not. They're also designed to be a weapon you get later. Not like they're not going to be any character. No character is going to have this as their starting weapon. This is a weapon you would level up and get into. As well as I would like to actually make it so it only does 1 tick of damage. I'll be honest. So I could make a second time source after 1 frame to make it set its damage to 0. I'm gonna yoink this writing because I'm not wanting to rewrite that stuff, and then change this from seconds, whoops, to frames. And then we don't need well, we need a function, but I need to change it to damage equals 0. And then we get another time source start. And see how that goes. Because I just kind of want it to be slam. Done. That's more like what I want. To be fair, I want an animation for the hand. I don't want it to just be that. Eventually. Like, I actually do want it kind of looking like it's slapping. But time requirements, we're being realistic here. Alright. Cool. And that's pretty good. We can argue that that weapon is done. Outside of level ups. We need to do the leveling up for it. So, at this point, damage goes up, rotation speed, that doesn't exist for this. Let's make it so that his area goes up. And we'll make that 0.2. Damage area. I want to make this amount goes up by 1. Actually, you know what I just realized? Isn't the amount base 1? Why is that doing it twice then? Be that then, right? No, it's shouldn't go greater then. Let's try this. I'm just gonna see how this what happens with this. Oh yeah, it will. No, I understand now. Okay, no, I need to what I need to do with that one. Yeah. Okay, no, I know what I need to do here. Just do that. Because that makes more sense. And that means I need to do that over on the anonymous feather as well, actually. Didn't even notice, just because of how many I fire out, I guess. Anyway, where were we? We were doing the level ups. So damage area, damage amount, cooldown. No, this is already part of this one. I could do damage here. Go up by 1 more damage, then here we go cooldown. And this is going to look weird, but we do need to do it as minus. And I think we do it as -1. And then, yeah, we'll let it have more. No, area. Give it massive area now. And then here we give it amount again. And we give it 2 more. Cool. Then for the description, there we go. Oh. So there is the hands are pretty much done. Outside of like maybe a couple of things. Well, I say done. The development, sorry, programming wise, they're pretty much done. There's like a couple of tweaks I could do. Okay, that only took like, fucking hell, that took a long time. It took like an hour, okay. Especially knowing that some of these are going to get more complex as we go. Alright, so, with that being the case, let's move on to the next weapon. So this one, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle this. Now, I know there's going to be an immediate thought, and that was an hour, something like that. Bit over, I think. Yeah, that was an hour to make those weapons. If you ever think about the work that I do in between and realize, I mean, to be fair, there was a lot of error checking in that one. But yeah, like this kind of basic of a weapon took an hour. God, this weapon is actually horrendous, isn't it? I do want to level it up a little bit, see how it is. I mean, they scale well with damage, right? So this is theoretically what they'd feel like at the end of the game. I could consider adding a stun. Actually, you know what I do want to add to them? I want to add knockback. I want to add knockback to them. Do you have a slow? I do have a code for slow, I believe. Or actually, I think I have a code for stun that's basically a slow. Fuck is this song? Ragnarok Online? Okay. I'm not feeling this song, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, so I have stun and I have thing. And then stun is just negative damage and negative speed. Yeah, no, that's the thing, right? Stun is this. This is what stun is. I already have stun programmed in the game. I do want to have some tweaks to it, but not much. I wonder if I should change this so it's not got like a hard, fast thing it is specifically attributed to. So specifically the stuns don't, there's no weird overlapping of stuns like that. It's just refreshing. So duration by default is 1. I need to fix this one up because this was one of the ones that me and my mate worked on to clean stuff up. But I think it was most of the external stuff that was the problem. So, since we've got stun like that, it's going to cause an issue with Mary's weapon, but I'll fix that later. I mean, Mary's weapon needs massive work. So I can call the stun. How do I apply status effect? Again. We want to look at... So in here, no, this is not the one we want to look at. We want to look at Goop. Goop's got a better thing for applying a status effect. Okay, blah, 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 dissipate. Okay, so the status effect is not held here, it's only on the object. So it's there. Like that. And then if we look at Mary's weapon... Yeah, it's just this. Okay, so we need to set a duration for the stun. Honestly, half a second. Because that's the minimum stun thing I have. So, I want to know if this will work or not. There's a chance that what I've just done here won't work. Gee, what am I doing? I need to make this not half a second to do testing. Let's make this 5 seconds, it's really obvious. Didn't work. Ah, that's right. I need in the create event to state that it's going to have a status effect. All right. Yeah, effect 1. Yep. There we go. They're stunned. There's a lot I can do to stun, like, give them a particle effect and make it so they're not moving, give them a tint or something like that, right? Like, there's a lot that I could do, but that's stuff that I can do quite easily to the status effect itself. Like, there's a fact is that it's all here. Like, I think one example that would require a little bit of work would just be like setting it so it doesn't have any movement at all. Like, it doesn't look like it's animated. And to give it like a, I don't know, like a tinge of a color or something like that, like blue or red. Would give it a little particle effect above its head, showing that it's stunned. That might be probably one of the easiest way to convey that. A little spiral thing. Point is, it stuns now. I don't know if, should it stun by default though? Should it stun by default, or should it require to be leveled up to stun? Because we could add a boolean inside of, well, a pseudo boolean in here. Like, it could give level 4 the ability to stun, and that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, let's do that. Keep forgetting that I'm writing in a struct and I need to actually write the way the struct wants. Okay, here. There. And then we just need to add something in, here. Then we go here. Done. Oh, alright. Fully done with this weapon. That only took an hour and a half. I'm not coming back to this weapon from the rest of the stream, I don't think. So, let's hide that. Let's work on the next one. So this one, again, going back to it, I was actually fearful of this. This is going to be a difficult one. I'm going to see if anyone's got like a quick thing for it. Because I can do the behind the scenes, I would like to do the visual for it. Okay, we're not getting the visuals done for it. We're just gonna make a box then, I think. Which kind of sucks. Alright, let's start making this weapon. So, weapon effects, we need create a group. Idle song. Create sprite. Again, do not have expectations here. Y'all have a great day. You as well, Sasha. There we go. Okay, doing this. Go back to this. Turn this into SB idle song. And I'm going to turn the change the 9 slice. Be like that, and then we're going to put middle center there. So if you're wondering what 9 slice does, if you're not sure, see how in the side box here I can move this around, and like relatively speaking, the white lines don't actually change. Like they extend to the necessary thing. Because of the placement of these, that's basically what happens. Now, again, this is not the intended visual for this weapon. I really want to do some more with it, but I just don't think I have the time. Collision mask is just that. It's fine. I'm actually completely fine with that. Alright, weapon objects, create group. There's an argument to be made that I've spread some of this stuff out further than I need to, and there's I think I agree with it. I really should clean this up. Because now it's starting to get to a point where it's not actually useful. how far I spread everything. Alright, so I think a lot of this is going to be handled inside of the step event. Yeah, I think a lot of this is going to be handled inside of the step event, so it's down to me to figure out how to answer all of those in the step event. So, amount is not going to exist. What I've pressed. There we go. Damage needs to probably be a lot lower. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave area as 1. I'm going to be very careful with area. Just going to actually put a... So when you actually see this weapon in practice, you'll probably very quickly realize what this is designed after. I'm not even going to be stupid enough to say that it's not based off something else. But it's probably not based off what you're originally thinking. I'll say that. To avoid similar names as much as possible with holocure, just purely because I don't want the comparison between the two games. I want them to be respected in their own right. I'm not trying to compete with them. I'm trying to make my own thing. That is it at the end of the day. Same with Vampire Survivors, which is the baseline of the game concept. Right? As like, think of it as like someone, ironically enough, watching Oppenheimer yesterday probably gave me a good example of this. Imagine if it is basically two people racing for the same thing. One started later and deviated their pathway from the other. That's probably the best description I can give. We both hit the starting of like liking Vampire Survivors and soulstone survivors and stuff like that. But outside of that, there's not really much of a similarity. Right, duration and had some work. Fair enough though. 0.2. So this is probably going to be the first slow actually coded into the game, so exciting everyone, I guess. So function idle song. Did you watch the songs? I did indeed. Well, I like the rhythm of them. I definitely did not quite like the meaning behind them. That was very worrisome. I mean, that's kind of the point though, right? Damage area cooldown object. So we need to remove amount from this list. This amount does not influence this at all. Okay, create. Do you know the meaning? Name one of the songs. It's about fruit. Well, it wasn't actually about fruit, but it was like mangoes and strawberries or something like that. Just summoned 4 fusion monsters and took 3 minutes, had about 35 yeah, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, man. It's fucking insane. Create, wait, no, it's, I need to just fucking pull, this. I ended up destroying all of the monsters from, I only needed one of them. It was just to make them suffer. Yeah, I mean, that's the point, right? Okay, I need to pull this info. No, this is weapon underlayer. This is an underlayer weapon. Bro's a video game sadist. To be fair, is that such a bad thing? Oh, goddamn. Okay, so this is going to probably look weird in some regards, because normally I would do this very differently. But I'm inputting area like this. Now there's a couple of other bits that I'm obviously going to need to add in later, but we're going to leave that till later. We're going to grab this. And we're going to grab this and grab this. On that, now I have nothing, nothing I can play turn 3. Damn karma, dude. Yeah. Man, imagine playing your entire deck and then like going, shit, I don't have a deck anymore. Oh no. Also in Yu-Gi-Oh, don't you lose when your deck's empty? Or am I misremembering that? Is that one of the card game rules? Yeah? Okay. Because I think Hearthstone's like the only one that's unique for that. Where it has the fatigue system, which I think is interesting, but has its problems. It's pronounced Mangor. Yeah, I mean, I got that midnight from it. Like, I got very much what it was stuff about. And I will politely ask that it doesn't get talked too much about on stream, because it is against terms of service. Self-harm is not acceptable according to YouTube. So respect to you, man. Yeah, like I watched all of them, the two that you put up there, and again, it's the meme, right, where it's like me bopping to like this really incredible song, the song that I like, that's the actual lyrics are about like tragedy, death, and depression, and it's like, all right then, Japan knows how to make you jam, man. Japan knows how to make you jam. Don't took. I mean, true. That is, I guess, the point. So, all right, this is where my brain has to do funny things, and I'm sorry. So I need to do that one cow dancing, yeah. So I don't actually have duration written up here. I need to fix that. Okay. Okay. Y'all ready to see me lose my mind with this? In the Discord, I mean, to be fair, and I will say this is very plainly, like, again, it's not my Discord. There was someone here that made it. I believe it was Roger that made it. I said from the beginning I wouldn't be frequent in there, and it is down to you, the community, if they want to use it or not. I would advertise it when requested, but otherwise, that was my thoughts towards it, because I do not want to put myself in a position of anything really in a server like that, especially for if I do end up having a community that's large scale. I don't want to be involved with the server of it pretty much at all, because I just feel like that would be atrocious. Because there's a level of what's the term for it? Like, I think it's best described as like I would have to come in with a very unbiased opinion, and I cannot guarantee that. Because like there will be people that will come to this, like this happens with one of the creators that I work with, sorry, not work with. I am the admin for a server. He has a tendency to butt in, and because of that, cause a lot of problems for the staff. Because he gets like a message on his stream where it's like, "Hey, I got banned from the Discord unfairly. Can you look into this?" The creator then comes to the server, nags us about it, and it's like, first of all, we have records that you can look at. Second of all, they were like, we banned them within the rules that we had preset for months ago. Like, they fucked up. It's on them. And it's not fair to have like that kind of position put, because it basically gets political at that point. And the creator should not have to get political in their own fucking Discord. So short answer is yeah. Still not banned. Can you ban me? No. I enjoy keeping you around for now. In YouTube. Yeah, that's my point. I enjoy keeping you around for now. So now is going to be the really irritating stuff. Y'all ready to see me actually lose my mind? For now, he says, yeah, exactly. Alright. So... I need to write a really, really weird code here. Big car playing with me. Don't you know it, boo-boo? Angie. Oh, did you lose? This is a real stupid deck, probably. Bro, me and my Exodia deck making your life living hell by literally turn 1 Exodiaing. Because, haha, Lamau literally was my fucking hand. Have actually done that to someone before. I didn't play much Yu-Gi-Oh, but I did that and it was... Full Exodia is bad. I'm not disputing it's bad, but it's funny when you lose to it. That's the point. It's not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be funny. It's the same with Mechathune and fucking Hearthstone. To be fair though, I did have one of the highest win rates at one point with another, just because of really stupid shit. Exodia hand, first turn win, beauty. Yeah, like, you telling me that, like, you draw your 5 cards and it's just Exodia cards. It's all of the Exodia pieces. It's like, so... like, that's actually the dream. That is actually the dream. It's, you don't even play a card. It's like, cool, the game's over. That is the true goal. Okay, so... Then that happened once? I mean, probably. Like, I'll be honest, if I ever was to try and play Yu-Gi-Oh! Properly, you'd expect all of the pieces of Exodia in my deck every time, even if the deck didn't want it. Because I would somehow try and make that shit work. That is the kind of person I am. And that's why I do not, probably should never play Yu-Gi-Oh! What do you mean I can't put Pot of Greed in here? Tactic Exodia. Exactly. Draw every card on demand. Some that aren't. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the best way to think about this thing, because if I do it Y scale, yeah. Okay, so... sorry, no, it's glow. Gold dot G underscore boolean game paused. Need to do it all inside of here. God damn it. All right. Detroit Become Human? Yes, I do know that. I've watched a few playthroughs of it, and I'm always a fan of the sort of like David Cage games. That style of game. I've played Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. Jason! 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 Hehe. Everyone starts using one of 5 decks, and then there's you. I mean, that's basically how most card games are, right? Like, oh, cool, I've now reached the upper bracket, now it's these decks I have to versus, and it's only a few. Which means that you, actually the smart thing to do is to build versus those decks as much as you can. And then you end up climbing even higher, and it's really funny. Can you open the door today? I'm on the way. No. The door was opened earlier. You missed your chance. So then I need to do clamps. Dragon Maker, brr. I'm not gonna lie, that card alone made me want to, like, play Yu-Gi-Oh! To make a deck around it, because it did look kind of funny. It's good. Yeah. I mean, like, that's the thing, right? Is I actually have, I have a friend that actually made that as a real deck in real life and goes to tournaments with it. And I'm gonna be honest, like, it looks like a fun deck. But to be fair, I would need to understand the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! A fair bit more than I currently do to play. Is my house big? Not really. Bro, the chainsaw dog straight up said, don't open the door, and refused to elaborate even further. To be fair, that is a bad door to open. Don't open the door. So I have the clamps, then I have to have duration go off. And then yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right? So much work only to be defeated by some guy with web cards. Exactly. That's the best part of it, right? It's like you get that claim of victory, and it's like, I'm a degenerate and you've lost to me. Okay, bro has to open the Chamber of Secrets one day. On that day, I'll get in. New story from me, big guy, and the secret door. God damn it. I'm down. How am I gonna do the 8 scaling? Okay, I need to find out what 2069. Fuck yeah. Just a little ways out. I don't need to look at arrays anymore. Sprite. What was it called again? It was Sprite width. What does it return with? Returns the width of the sprite that has been assigned to the instance. The width is turned in pixels and will be dependent on the image X scale. Fuck. If you need the unscaled width, you should use sprite get width. This function based on the resource sprite. Okay, cool. Sprite thing for it. I should transfer that through. That's what I should do. Alright, sorry, what was people saying? What was that? Keep the blue eyes ultimate maid, hell yeah. Me need PP, you go on me PP, life is hard when you need PIC. Step is the hardest step when stepping the steps to success. Steps hardest first step of steps to success. Step. Steppity step. Okay, idle song. I need to still set the actual sprite. So I should be able to pull sprite index, right? That'd be a good reference for it. For now, I'm just going to put it as area. Now, this may not be enough at this stage. Where's the yogurt van guy? He's not here today. Pastel? No, I don't think I've seen Pastel so far today. Oh. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Just a little. No, you can summon 6 dragon maids. Fuck yeah. So this should theoretically make this about 3 seconds. Ish. Bit over 3 seconds to make it. And then this one would need to be, so be something similar to the area. Plus, no, it's like that. Okay, the reason why you're seeing me do some weird stuff because I kind of want these to be combined. I'm just gonna put for this else. And this is where we put in the duration stuff. So time source create turn 0 to a surrender. Nice. Yeah, chicken noodle soup. That's nice. I could actually go for some chicken noodle soup right now. That'd be real good. Soup. Superman. Hell yeah. What is Superman's powers? Can he make like a mean dish of ramen? It's hell yeah. Whenever you're feeling ill, he comes with your thing. He produces soup. Wait, what? He's not immune to the heat either. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a horrible power. It is pain, yeah. So time. Get this done and I'll look at chat again, sorry. Yeah, but everyone fears Superman. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I would fear that man as well. Because wouldn't he just, like... Wouldn't he just constantly have his mouth open and then you just see him starting to close and you're like, shit, no, 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 no. Oh god, the soup is coming. Exactly. What would be his kryptonite? Oh, plot twist, he doesn't have one. Yeah, his plot twist is he doesn't have one because he's still affected by the temperature of the soup. So he just gets scalding burns every time he uses his power. So you fool, my powers have no weakness except that I'm gonna be in the hospital for like 5 weeks after this. And they're gonna have to fucking pin my mouth open the whole time. Wait, can man even like lick his lips, go like... Like, do that lip smack, because, like, imagine living without doing it. That'd be fucking horrific. Bro, I can't even enjoy food. He'd have to figure out the timings and everything. How long he can close his mouth to just get like a bowl of soup real quick. And how to like eat without ever closing the mouth. That sounds fucking atrocious, man. Okay. Let's try this weapon out. I assume it's going to go poorly. It doesn't currently have the slow effect in it, but that's fine. I need to actually see that the weapon works. What am I doing? I should just fucking copy paste the entire thing like this. Okay, player character. It's kryptonite as Thermos. Sure. Alright, let's see if this crashes the game. Let's go. Oh yeah, no, it went further than I was expecting. Okay, that's not good. We didn't even see it. It was that fast. Honestly, I should have thought about this. Okay, so technically it works. It just didn't work as I was intending. Okay, so I don't think this works, so I do need to feed the sprite in, I think. So now I just need to get the scalings correct. This should only be times by 1, right? Okay, so this isn't working right. Okay, I don't think I can do that math then. Because, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work that way. That's really irritating, because I was hoping it was gonna work. Alright, That's rough. What if we do 100? Fuck it. Let's see how this goes. This is not the way I should be doing this. Yeah, it still doesn't work. Okay, because I know what's going on here, and I realized that it's not gonna work. Okay, it's closer. Guess that works. Okay. Dragon Maid of Doom. Got one card of 5k damage. Goddamn. Right. Now this is the realm of really awkward stuff that I'm doing here. Oh, that's actually a good point. I want to have this. Minor adjustments until it looks right. Yeah, pretty much at this point. I'm sure people have probably started clicking into what the general idea of the weapon is now, though. Okay, so this is too slow, so we're gonna start being a little more aggressive with some of these. And it looks like for now we should be worrying more about the Y value than the X value. Do you like ice cream with bananas and with chocolate or cocoa powder? I don't know, probably first one. Why is that not working quite as well? Fish with banana, ugh. So it looked like it was correct the first time, but then it was not correct the second time. So that's fine there. But it's not fine there. Why is it not fine the second time? Why? This shouldn't change. I mean, the short answer is, right, is I do this, and it goes off screen. Okay, well now it's lasting too long. What is this remix? Feels like it's not actually doing this correctly. Look at that. I'm gonna be honest, this remix is starting to mess with my head. Okay. Because if I go back to this. It's still doing that. So it doesn't matter this. It's the fucking... Something's happening on the second time it goes off. That's breaking it somehow. Oh, that's really annoying. Unless... Wait, what? Didn't I put it to... Okay, well, I guess that's why. Oh, whoops. No, it's 0 point. Yeah. No. I am so confused as to why it's working on the first cast but then not on subsequential. Like, it doesn't seem to be anything to do with this stuff, is it? When it's recast again, you have this, 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 and this.
Every child in Valorant has heard the tale before about the cursed mummy boy who felt his
So, what it's supposed to be, if you've ever played Vampire Survivors, it is very reminiscent of the Song of Mana in that.
ventured out
Right?
to find a friend.
Now that I say that, you can probably kind of see by design. The box is the representation for now of the weapon, while I will make asset stuff for it later, probably. What is supposed to be the case is that it will go from top, it will go top to bottom on the screen. And it does it on the first cast, but it doesn't do it on any further casts. And I have no idea why. Like, otherwise it seems to be fully working. Try moving the box, don't make it small. Well, I mean, like... I'm just trying to think of why it's... Because it does it on the first cast. That's the thing, right? It needs to be pointed at. Because it successfully does it the first time around, doesn't do it any time after. The code for it changing its size is here. Which is that it just goes like, okay, are you at the size that I've basically set as maximum for you? No. Then keep scaling up. Till the end. Much to bear. I'm so confused. How do you think I feel? I'm the one that wrote it and I'm confused. And it's like, it's a really weird issue. I guess what I could try is just a way of making this like 100% safety net. So we're just going to do this for the moment. If you open the door, I can come and help. No. I'm wondering if it's got something to do with the sprite height. It was. Oh my god, I'm gonna hate. I know what happened. It's triggering before the fucking sprite's loaded in. So it's triggering from the base position of the XY because there's no sprite height at that point. Okay. Answer. Done. Cool. Okay, so now I need to add the slow effect. So yeah, like what was basically happening is because with most of my weapons I check for the sprite height stuff, so it's actually centered on the character, not on their feet. It's just simply it. Whereas because of that, it was so yeah, the character's sprite was loaded in after the weapon had triggered, so the sprite height didn't exist before the first weapon trigger, which is why it worked the first time, but it would never work any other time. Okay, that makes sense. I get that. That's reasonable. All right, bullshit, but reasonable. Slow effect. Okay, now we need to introduce the concept of a slow status. So I'm gonna just make a general one. I mean, making a slow function's easier than a fucking stun function, so. So there we go. Do a flip. You have dash moves in the game, would be cool. I don't, but there are some characters that will. And similar sort of stuff. I've got mixed feelings about adding a universal dash, I'll be honest. It is something I've considered. Again, referencing the fact that I have played a lot of soulstone survivors, both on and off the channel. And it's where a lot of inspiration for some stuff has come from as well. And yeah, they have a universal dash where every character has like a dash or 2 dashes, and you can even level up how many dashes you have, all that sort of stuff. I have mixed feelings about it though. What about the flip? Probably not. Not at least unless it's a special, unique thing. Just because that's going to be a lot of resources. Like, yes, you could make an argument, I'll just make the sprite jump, move upwards and do a flip around and then come down. No, I'm not that fucking bad. I would be making, like, an animation for it, and I'm not doing that for every character. Not at this stage, anyway. You IRL flip? No. I will hurt myself. I'm very confident that I'm unable to do a flip. Okay, so I'm gonna nick almost all of this. Put it here. And we remove this. If you put your hair on your face, how long is it? I don't know, it comes to about my eyes, right? From memory. God, I look like a dickhead. Yeah, it just covers over my glasses. Ugh, at the moment it's very poofy because I cleaned it properly yesterday. And it doesn't like... I need to give it another wash before it actually sits properly. Right, do they have... So they do have a base walk speed, so I'm gonna do ID... Base walk speed. So how do I do that? Equipment. Oh no, it's stat up, stat up, stat up. Plus equals base walk speed by the increase minus the walk speed. Cool. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad. I want probably a little bit more linger time though. Don't know. That'll be fine. Okay, so we have a slow there, so... This is again where the push system is better than what I'm doing currently. Okay, so then we go here. So that's being fed through. So then we go to here. And create, we have to inherent event and then pull open. So we need to add this. Man is on full program arc. I actually kind of feel bad because like I am just really focused right now with making sure I get this done. So effect ID, and then in here we need to add slow effect. Then, because it's called slow effect, it's called slow effect. A regular view of your stream now? I guess so, yeah. Like, I'm getting down for having regular viewers. It's kind of fun. Status effect list. It is... Oh god, I now need to change stun. So this needs to now be moved to 2. And the hand also needs to be moved to 2. I might need to do something that's a little bit better than this, so it actually pulls the very specific status effect. However, this should now apply a slight slow to the enemies. Let's make it a little bit more noticeable by making it, say, like 7. You're gonna see them slow the hell down when they're hit by this. I might have to reduce the damage temporarily to make sure this works. Okay, duration not set before reading in variable idle song underscore duration. I haven't carried over duration in yet. That's fine. Haven't I? Duration there. I'm gonna just do that. Sorry, that sounded sus. Nah, it's all good. Yeah, I get what you mean though. Alright. See if I get that error again. Okay. An O idle song step event variable is not set before reading. Duration. For line 86. Wait, what? VTuber Among Us? That might be funny. Like giving all of the VTubers like one unique power. Script slow line. Slow time source. Oh. Oh, I think I know what's happened. That. Mistyped. Simple as that. It was a mistype. Okay, so now we need to find some enemies that should get them slowed. That looks like they're speeding up. I may have done the math wrong. No, that should be right. Anyone chatting with you? I mean, yeah. That's fine. Just got work you need to do. I mean, exactly. That makes sense. What is going on here? Give you another song to watch when you like. Yeah, I'll overwatch. Probably after stream, yeah. Sorry, my brain is really trying to tick this over. And I feel real bad, but I just need to. Okay. So this should just straight up be a slow, is the thing. Right. 0.7. Do I need to make it like actual percentage words with thing? Is that what I've messed up with? Because it's a yeah. So what I actually need to do is put a 1 here. Actually, no, we'll keep this with a 0, and we'll put the 1 on the status effect because that makes more sense. So this should drastically slow them down, so they have like 30% movement speed. And they're not going to recover from it properly as well at the moment. Okay, they've got negative movement speed right now. That's not good. So the 1's not right? Because it looked like they were getting faster when I left it at what it was before, right? Or was I reading what was happening? Okay, first of all, that's super fucking laggy. Wow, okay, no, that needs to be stopped, whatever's happening there. I thought stream lag. No, that was just the game. I have locks in place, so it should never lag external to the project. That's right, I needed to change a bunch of things, didn't I, with the general way of doing things. Have I ever loved one of my teachers? No. I've enjoyed chatting with a few of my lecturers, but my schooling was not that pleasant. I look sus now. I think it's pretty common amongst people. Okay, I don't have time to fix this, sadly, because we're about to hit time. I'll be fixing this later today and probably getting some other weapons done. Oh, fucking hell. That is like 1 and a bit weapons done today. That's not exactly great, but we'll be getting a bunch done over the weekend, in my free time, as well as today. I assume I'll have this finished before the end of today, and then I'll have at least another few weapons done, based on my time frame that I've got at the moment. But I definitely need to take a break at this point. So, with that being the case then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment on the video. It'd be very much appreciated. It helps the video out more than you might know. Also, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell to find out when I go live, as well as follow me over on X, where I do post when I'm going live, as well as some of my thoughts, feelings, and stuff I'm working on. This will probably be a good source. It will probably be a good source over the weekend, because I might be posting like little dev notes over there. Of what's happening, showing off maybe a weapon once it's sort of working. So like this weapon, I might post a little video of it when it's somewhat working, with maybe a little bit of visual stuff to give it a bit more of a spruce up. Aside from that, no, I don't think there's much to talk about. I'm thinking I might see if I can sneak a stream in the weekend. Just for the sake of like doing a bit of a meme thing that I did promise at one point, as well as it might be a good break for me, because I do think I'm losing my mind with the amount of stuff that I'm doing at this point. But aside from that, yeah, no, that's all. So with that being the case then, once again, thank you so much for watching. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye bye.